Alright, what's up everyone? Off the Cuff Reviews here. My name is Alex, and today we'll have a special video. We're actually going to be checking out an artist that I have not actually shown on this channel before. And there's a good reason. So let's get into that. So today we're going to be reacting to a band called Pussy Riot, and I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a history of like how I know of this band and what's going on with this. Okay, so Pussy Riot actually started out as an art protest activist art collective of people who were, and it was, when I say people, I mean specifically women, because it was about feminism and it was about going after actually Putin, because this was set in Russia and they're Russian. So this is Pussy Riot. They kind of started out, so it was more protest music and it was less like actual like music for you to just go buy a CD and listen to. It was more about sticking it to the man kind of thing, and they did a really good job at what they were trying to do, the message they were trying to send, and it was so good that Putin actually had these girls arrested. Nadia, who is the leader of Pussy Riot, actually went to jail, and went to a actual, not just jail, but she actually went to a labor camp where they forced her to do a bunch of labor. She was actually on a hunger strike for a while, and it was a really big fucking deal. And I found them back when this was initially happening in about like what, 2011, 2012 era, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments if you guys know a little bit more, but I think that was like the era. So it was like when I was like still in high school, and I kind of like fell in love with this movement because I feel like it's very important. There's a lot of like people who, you know, do activism stuff, and they focus on like specific things, and I like that this exists in this world. And Nadia has been always pushing the boundaries of art, and she has like this whole like thing that she did called Police State, where she literally recreated her cell and was like doing all the work that she was doing. It was just mind-blowing, and it's really inspirational. And Nadia does a lot of like really good organizing work, like boots on the ground organizing work, and she like really needs to get some flowers, get some accolades, because she does a lot of good work, and I feel like a lot of it just goes like thankless, but I don't know, I just think that she does amazing work. And so I've been following Pussy Riot for a very long time, because I mean, well, I just said like 2012, what year is it? 2026? Like, it's like a good like decade, over a decade of following them and just admiring what they do and all the activism work that they put into this world and the organizing they do. She is like honestly like a person that I feel like people should pay attention to and listen to. And so anyway, now getting into this music. So they finally announced that they're going to be doing their debut album, Pussy Riot's debut album here, and crazy that they actually tapped into Avenged Sevenfold to do a song with. They did a tour, or they did like a show. I don't think a tour, but I think they did like a show together or something a little while ago, and I remember being like, oh, that's very strange, very weird that they're like kind of collaborating here, because Avenged Sevenfold, like this new era of Avenged Sevenfold has been giving me the ick. That's all I have to say about that. I don't want to get too much into it, but I grew up listening to Avenged Sevenfold. I actually really liked their early music. Just like their new stuff, it kind of gives me the ick. But it has mostly to do with the singer Matt, in his antics mostly. So he kind of like brings his antics into the band, so it's just that kind of like rubs me the wrong way. And I don't know really what to expect with this album. or with this actual song, I mean. So let's just dive right into it. Without further ado, I know I kind of just rambled. And if you guys are into this, go check out my Patreon. I have reactions and other stuff. I have movie recommendations, song recommendations, playlists, a bunch of stuff over there. Go check out Patreon. I'll see you guys there. We can chat, we can talk, and yeah, it's very cheap, by the way. So yeah, let's get into this. I'm scared because it's Avenged Sevenfold, but I saw Nadia's video about this, and she explained that this has to do with like antidepressants and that whole thing. So let's get into this. I really am interested to hear what they have to say.
Last night I was killed by a cop. Don't pretend like it's alright. Let's go mosh and don't ask me how I've been. I want you and I wanna steal your dopamine. Can't cry.
Okay, this kind of reminds me of another song.
Can't cry. I wanna run away. Don't cry anymore. So tired. Don't cry. I wanna run away to a place where we're free. Popping kind of dopamine. No more pain, you and me.
Okay.
Popping kind of dopamine. Cotton candy. Melt my brain already. Cotton candy. Still my heart, I'm ready. Cotton candy.
Okay.
Melt
Keychains there.
already. Cotton candy. Still my heart, I'm ready.
Feeling alone.
There he is.
Dream when no one's listening. The one to be shown. Touch with love resisting. Can't feel anymore. I'm so tired. Can't feel. I wanna fly away. Don't feel.
Why is Matt not
so
doing it?
tired. Don't
You know?
I wanna fly away.
A place where we're free. Popping kind of dopamine. No more pain, you and me. Popping kind
Okay.
of dopamine. Cotton candy. Melt my brain already. Cotton candy. Still my heart, I'm ready. Cotton candy. Melt my brain already. Cotton candy. Still
Okay, I'm fine. I'm gonna say it. Alright. Not the people watching in the background. Okay. Cool. Cool, good shit. I actually really like that. It's definitely a little weird. I like the key change in there, like halfway through the chorus. I like, I mean, this wasn't bad. I'm wondering why Avenged Sevenfold wasn't in the music video, but this wasn't bad. And I like that, like, they kind of are going back to their roots here with this video, because like I said, when I told you guys that, like, Pussy Riot started as like this, like, music kind of like art, like protest activist collective, and what they would do is they didn't know how to, they wouldn't even like play guitar. They would go and they would like bring guitars and act like they were fucking playing, even though they weren't. They would just like fucking flail around, and it would just bring the eyes, like you can see in this video, like people literally like stopping and like staring at them. That's literally what they would do back in the day to get eyes on them, to spread their message of fucking like fighting against this bullshit like fascist regime. And this is cool. And you know, like it kind of, I don't know how to feel about the Avenged Sevenfold of it all, because like I said, they've been kind of like pissing me off lately with like they've just been like giving, well, not pissing me off, they've just been like giving me the ick with like the stuff they've been doing with like blockchain, NFT, AI type shit, and that kind of pisses me off because like that's not art. But this is cool. Like I feel like they're like also their roots, like their kind of like metalcore, hardcore, punk rock roots are also showing it here, because it's like, well, why would they partner with fucking Pussy Riot of all things? This barely got 20k views. No one saw this. Like, I mean, like people saw this, but like only like the small amount of people who like really care about this movement are like watching this. So, it's like I just feel like, you know, maybe it's a good thing that they're kind of partnering with Pussy right here. But this was cool. I feel like this was like kind of like back in their roots. And what's cool about Pussy Riot is like they actually did inspire me. You know, it was Pussy Riot and Kneecap actually both inspired me to wear the balaclava with my own music, doing that, like just because like I kind of wanted to do music, but like anonymously. Like, I mean, like, you know me, like, you know, if you just can fucking see with your eyes, you know that it's me. But what I'm saying is like, I'm kind of trying to like separate my personal self from the music in that way almost. But like, I want the music to represent itself. That's why I wore the balaclava to begin with. And that's kind of inspired by Pussy Riot, inspired by Kneecap and bands like this that are like pushing boundaries and protesting and activism and stuff like that. That's kind of like the vibe that I was kind of like going for with my own thing. And I love that they're doing this. The Nadia is like so inspirational to me. I actually was just telling my friend Logan, who I do a podcast with, that I just read her. It's not a book. It's a book, but it's like a book that they released where it was actually letters that she wrote when she was inside of the labor camp, that she wrote to this other activist, and where they were like conversing back and forth, and they compiled it all into a book form that you could read. And it was I mainly read that because I wanted to kind of get like an insight to what's going on and how she was personally feeling, and how like she dealt with like going into like this like labor camp thing. And I don't know, it's just very inspirational. I know this video is already like 12 minutes long and I'm just kind of like rambling, but I just like really like admire what Nadia and Pussy Riot in general have done for the world. I feel like they are a net positive to this world. They fight for women's rights. They fight for just in general, just to fight fucking fascist regimes. And I mean, that's fucking awesome. Like, they're fucking badass, you know? And there's other members of Pussy Riot, by the way, that aren't Nadia, that aren't, you know, that aren't even like doing music, that just do art and activism and stuff like that. And those people as well, very inspirational, very cool. This is cool that like they're kind of like just doing this still. Like, this is awesome. Can't wait to hear more. I've heard Pussy Riot's music before. I heard Nadia's music before, and this is cool that they're kind of like branching out and also making a full album. That's awesome. Anyway, I'll see you guys on the flip side. Anyway, let me know what you guys think down below. See you guys on the flip side. Stay safe, everyone, and thank you for watching. You are amazing. Thanks. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Check out my Patreon.